I was talking to somebody the other day who wasn't a contractor, talking about tools, and they said to me, for fencing, what tools do you need? I said all of them. Good morning YouTube, Chris here, the Cottage Gardener. Welcome back to another video. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is literally just broken the morning light. It's, what is it, it's about 7:30 in the morning, and you're joining me on another fence. But I thought I'd show this one because it's quite a big fence, this one, but it's also another style of hit and miss fencing. So I did the one a little while back with the curved tops. This one is hit and miss, but with lattice top square. No, the delivery's not got here yet. The delivery company are doing it in 3 drops because we've got 3 fence lines to do. We've got this one here, which is the biggest, then we've got the one in between this customer and their next door neighbour, and then we've got a smaller one just up the end. Anyway, we'll flip the camera around, you can have a little look. So here we are. That's the first fence line. And here's my delivery. Right, ladies and gents, I had the delivery turn up. Let me just turn radio off just so I don't get copyright infringement from YouTube. So I powered on a little bit this morning. So much work here to do, but I was slightly worried about getting the materials into the garden because I want them in the middle and not left out overnight. But the fence has come down so easy. Anyway, I'll flip the camera around. You can see the rest of the job, and I'll just tell you what I'm catching up with. Right, so you can see the other part of the garden. Now this is the original fence line when this was put up in the 70s, these properties. So they're concrete posts in there at 3 metre spacings. Those are going to have to be abused and broken out, or broken off at the ground, and then I'm going to miss them when I come to do the panels. But they're going to be the 4 foots over there. So this is what we class as a hit and miss. So if you look back at my curved top how-to fence video that I've done, this is the lattice square top version of those. So hit and miss, basically helps with the wind flow go through, they help with resistance, and then the lattice trellising up there. And then I've had these made to order, these posts. These are 2.4 metres, although we're doing a 6'6" fence. We would normally go for 2.7s, but because they're lattice and the wind resistance is better, we can get away with 2.4s, which is better, less concrete, less digging. And then I've got them to put a nice curved top on there as well. So we've got the 4 foot versions going in here, and then we've got the 6 foot versions going over there. These are the gravel boards. These are classed as Euro gravel boards. Look at the chunk on those. Again, a lot of timber there for £5 a piece, and a lot of timber, perfect. There's 6 foots. So what I've decided to do is cut a panel down, which isn't as easy as it sounds because these are a bit of a faff, these panels. But I've cut that one down just so I can miss the old concrete. Anyway, get on to dig a few more holes. Oh, right, okay, so it's 5 o'clock. I've done really well today. Haven't done a lot of filming because you've all seen me use concrete breakers and whatever anyway. And I'm back here tomorrow, so I could always do a little bit more filming then. But let's swing the camera around, we'll have a brief look at tomorrow's job, and we'll look at what we've done today. So tomorrow I've got this chain link fence coming out, which was the original 70s one, and those concrete posts. We'll see how they come out. I have taken out a couple of these. Now they are not really solid. Taken out a couple of these on the other fence line, which were broken off at the bottom. But to be honest, I think it's going to be a case of abusing the bottom down there and then taking the small angle grinder and cutting out these 4 bits of rebar which are inside. And I've got one panel to cut over there for that to go in, and then I've got this done so far. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bays in a day. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Pretty chuffed with that. I'm actually telling you a slight porcupine because I've actually done these 2 bays here as well. So I've got these are at the front of the property. I've done these 2 as well, and then I've got 2 4-foot ones to do as well. Just there, they drop down, and it's full 4 foot apart from 3 6 foot's the other side, and it's all 4 foot. Anyway, let's swing this round. You can have a quick scan over this fence line, and then I'm going home. Shattered. Good afternoon, my little seedlings. Now I'm going to say good afternoon because you're expecting me in the morning, but I've got here, I've powered on, and I'm having my lunch. Chicken and mushroom soup if you care. So, I've powered on this morning. The clouds don't look great here today, so I'm just wanting to keep plugging away at it. It's been a bit of a slog. I've got all the outside done yesterday, bar one. I've got the other panels out the front done this morning, and I've got 3 here done already. So today I have done 3, 4, 5 bays already. So it's not too bad. It's about 12:30, but I'm down to the 4 footers. So what I'm doing at the moment, pardon me, these old concrete posts, very brittle. Let me swing the camera around, you can have a little look and we'll have a chat about the job, yeah? So I'm really lucky at the moment. These are so brittle. I'm hitting the bottoms out with the concrete breaker and they're literally falling apart. Now you can see my string line that I put through up to those ones that I've already done. Now these were all pushed over and leaning onto it and everything, but there's so much wiggle room in the ground already with all of these. I've managed to manipulate them back to get off the string line, which is fantastic. So I'll show you in the video what I'm doing anyway with the concrete breaker, and then going along with the angle grinder. and then smashing them into the ground with what's left over. So that's all the wire that I've gone out with the bolt croppers. And there's the 3 bays that I've done so far. So the 2 privacy ones, I had put down 3 originally, but they want 2, so we've got 2 privacy bays there, and then the third, and then they're all going to go to the 4-footers, 4'6", because we've got the 6-inch gravel boards, and it's going to be the same as this, where it's going to be stepping down. Oh, look at those clouds, not great. But anyway, I'm feeling really tired today, feeling really tired. Did enough beast yesterday to get that done, and it made the day worse. I've gone and stood in a dog egg as well, so I can smell that. Disgusting. But hey, you won't hear me complaining. Right, my little seedlings, I'm going to have a cough there. Now normally, normally I average about an hour a bay, taking out the old, putting in the new. That's with concrete. With this, with the system I've got going, I'm averaging 20 minutes a bay at the moment, which ain't too shabby. So I've knocked out 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, including the 2 at the front today. I'm on my 11th, and it's about 2:30. These clouds are being kind. I did get a little bit of a shower, but they're being kind so far. I've got 3 more concrete posts to take out. I'd say these 2 that I've got now are probably the most shabby. Anyway, let's flip it round. You can have a little midi look at it. There we are. Getting there. Not till you put a fence line in, you can see how much it steps. There's the fence line there, the string line. So you can see it's literally just, let's get a little bit closer. Just have this gravel board I've done. So you see it's literally just touching the line. The line is just touching the fence. I'll try and get a close up on the next one. But yeah. So, mixed emotions. I feel like a failure, yet a success today. This is day 2 on this job. I put it down for 4 days and I've near enough done, but tomorrow's Saturday. So I've got a choice of coming back and doing a half day tomorrow or pushing it into next week. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to come back tomorrow and do a half day on Saturday. Let's swing the camera around, you can see how well I've achieved today. So this post I'm yet to concrete in. That bay I've got to cut down, but the rest I've done today. So tomorrow just got to fiddle around with this a little bit. Where they've done the old patio, where they've done the patio, they've gone right up to the wire. So the wire was on the face, so when I run my string line, I didn't really think that's about, because we're going to gravel boards or whatever. The gravel boards aren't going to be an issue because of the height, that's not a problem. I'm just going to bring the post back probably about 10 mil. Just about 10 mil. That's just because I'm being pernickety about it. Only a fencer will look down the fence line. So anyway, that's there. That one's in and ready. I've got a little bit of space around that side if I need to bring it over. So I've got that panel to cut tomorrow, and that panel to cut tomorrow. The gravel board's already cut, ready. I'd left that open just so I could have access through the materials and waste out, but the guys are coming Monday for this stuff, because I have people collect all my waste. Oh, get my jacket. And yeah, got a bit of tidying up to do tomorrow, just along the borders. I try and do it as I go, but it's just little bits just to tidy up. Yeah, I'm broken. Right, found my pencil. Take me one last bag of rubber around. Right, okay, it's the next day. It's about 1 o'clock, I think, and just loaded up the van. Just taking the last bag of rubbish, rocky stuff round to a pile ready for my guys to collect on Monday. Some of you might not, I just remember I got tarp there. Some of you might remember, I might not have said, I can't remember now, is that I don't take waste away. I don't take rubbish away. I price in the factor of a chap that I've got taking it for me. They come along, so when I price jobs, I always price it with customer dealing with the waste, me hiring someone in to take the waste away. Across the road, put this in the van. Last thing. Try not to get run over here. So yeah, and it's always worked for me. It's always worked. It's cloud coming down there. That's why I didn't use a shovel picking up that last bit of waste. Anyway, so it's always worked. I've always had somebody else come and collect the waste. Well, for the last couple of years, I'd say I've been doing that. Anyway, let's flip the camera around. You can have a look at the finished job. Right, the wind is just picking up. So I need to this wall base here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 bays. On this side. Let's flip the camera around, you can have a look from the other side. That's one that I cut down and put in this morning. Take a picture for the advertising purposes. There we are down the line. Let's go around the other side. All this mud looks a bit unsightly at the moment, but it will soon all wash down. It will soon compact. It's a lot better than it was. Here's another 2, 4 here. 2 6-footers. 2 4-footers. So this 3 panels we had to cut. I was going to show you how to cut these down, but to be honest, I just wanted to crack on. I just wanted to get on and get done. So there we are. This is the inside of this one, and then it goes to the outbuildings, and then it goes onto those 4 extra panels. And then I've done this string along here, all the way up. And there's the pile of waste, which is collected alongside. I'll probably go into a bit more detail at another video about how the 4 ways that I deal with waste. I'll probably do a video on it on its own. But anyway, I'm sorry I haven't engaged you with my normal figure on this. It's been a task. It's been good. It's been emotional. We've had a right old mix of weather as well. The wind's really picking up now. Anyway, I'm going to take my photos. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, my boots are heavy from mud. Catch up with another video soon. Cheers.